Okay, in this video we're going to talk about the Cartesian product, continue our discussion of set operations. So the Cartesian product of sets A and B is set A cross B. It basically just takes elements of A and elements of B and puts them in this ordered pair, where only the first slot can come from A, and then the second slot can come from the set B. And more generally, you can also talk about n tuples, where we take 4 or 2, 3, 4 n sets, and we make a n tuple out of them. Usually with 2, we'd say pair, 3, we say triple, and then beyond that, we'll usually say 4 tuple, 5 tuple, and so forth. Let's do a quick example. So A cross B is going to be the set of pairs where we first have to take the elements of A and then pair them up with the elements of B. And then we've exhausted 0 now, so now we have to go to 1. And then we also have to do by. And so we see that A cross B, the size of that is 4. And generally, I believe it's theorem, which theorem is it in your book? Theorem 4.56. If A and B are finite sets, with A equals n, or the cardinality of A is n and the cardinality B is m, then the cardinality of the Cartesian product is going to be n times m. So just to keep in mind, get rid of this. Let me keep in mind that the elements of Cartesian product are these pairs or triples or whatever, but they're no longer the individual elements like 0, 1, high or by. They've now become these conjoined pairs or triples and so forth. And then there's one last definition in this section. And it's really just notation. Then we have a to the power of 2. Really, that's just a cross with itself. So a to the power of 3 would be a cross with itself, cross product with itself 3 times. And then a to the n, well, there'll be a cross with a to the n minus 1 in a recursive way of doing so. All right, so that was a quick section on Cartesian product. Just read through some of the more examples in the book. So for some finer details, in particular, I think they have a really good example. I think is reading exercise 4.59. I think it's an evaluate where they talk about the empty set and so forth. So definitely read through those to read through them by yourself to get a better understanding of the Cartesian product. See you in the next video.